Hello.
Hello, sir. I think she's other
Hello,
network.
Mr. Oseni. Thank you. I heard you.
Thank you.
Sorry, the network has been funny, but we have prayed, and tonight it's not going to disturb us at all. Thank you, Dr.
Amen.
Nono, for stepping in there. I don't know if Obakachi is still on. If she is, Obakachi, would you please unmute and tell us about your product experience? Wow, wow, wow. I see our amazing, amazing, amazing friend again. Okay, let me keep that quiet for now. Uh, Obakachi, Easy Tech iPhone, can you please unmute if your network would allow and share your product experience before we get on with the business of today? Hadiza Obakachi. She actually has just sent a message. She's watching from the hospital, so she cannot speak. Hadiza, we pray for whoever you're visiting at the hospital. Godspeed on recovery for them. And I trust you. I know you're going to introduce Immeri products to them as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Well, I'm going to share one product testimony, not about myself, but about somebody who I actually introduced to Immeri products about 6 weeks ago. And I would use this to wrap up this segment before we call on our guest speaker for tonight. Now, I live in an estate here in Abuja, and I have this pastor friend who also resides in the estate. In fact, he stays 2 streets away from mine. And just one of the evenings, I was online and he chatted me up to say, I keep seeing you post about this feminine product, Virgin. Please, Ma, can you tell me more about it? And of course, trust an Immerian. I quickly went on to briefing him or giving him a lecture on what Virgin can do, how it can help women and all that. And he said, okay, I'm excited to hear this. Can I please share your contact with my brother? He's actually been married with his wife for about 6 years now. They have just one child. And after that, it's been a series upon series of miscarriages and issues. I said, yes, sir, I would be very glad to speak with them. And the very next day, the brother calls me somewhere in Osun State and says to me, Barrister, my brother gave your contact to me. Can you please tell me why you would want myself and my wife to try your Immeri product? Now, immediately I saw an opportunity not just to talk about Virgin, but to talk also about our Femtima and our Alihat for the men. And I took them through a 30 minutes discourse. And by the time we were done, they were so excited and decided to sign up for a package that could take them for at least 90 days. So I shipped Virgin to them, Alihat for the man, and Femtima 3 bottles for the woman. Now, this was precisely 6 weeks ago. Just Monday this week, I got a call from the man saying, Barrister, we're keeping it quiet for now, but I want to believe that, yes, your products truly work. My wife has missed her period. Like I said, we're keeping it quiet and we want to be very sure. And I said, sir, to the glory of God, keeping it quiet or not, that is a done deal. God will make it come to pass. But what I would advise also is try to encourage your wife to go and do a medical test, pregnancy test, and let us know what the results are. And of course, you would agree with me that the results came out positive. So if you are a guest on this call, please, once again, I would like you to thank whosoever invited you to this meeting tonight. You know why? They didn't only invite you possibly for you to come and learn how to make money. I know the times are pretty hard in most of the climes where we are today. And so everybody is seeking alternative to their regular income, their monthly pay. But the product changed lives. Testimonies range from teenagers to young ladies, to adult women, and even our men. And so what would you rather have than have to join a company that guarantees your wealth and also guarantees your good health? Remember, without the health, how would you even enjoy wealth? Or how would you even work to ensure that you're making this money? Health, they say, is wealth, isn't it? So without wasting much ado, I see that Dr. Vitus has joined us. Amazing, amazing. That's what I was keeping quiet. Ambassador Kinvitus, can you please unmute and say hello to the house? I know you had a bumpy journey there back into Lagos, and thank God for journey mercies. So, sir, please, if you can hear me, can you unmute and say hello to the house? Thank you, sir, and welcome back to base.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. And yes, it was a bumpy ride coming in from Ogun State, being in the traffic for over 3.5 hours, but at least thank God I'm here. Thank you, Barrister Nella, for being there, not allowing any gap. That is what Ibmc is all about. People being, believing in the vision so much that they fit in as at when due. I'm glad to be here. Thank you, Dr. Nono, for coming. I've been listening to all the amazing testimonies, and trust me, this very one that Barrister Nella just spoke right now is just amazing. Yes, Pastor Mike, I was in that traffic. It was horrid.
This testimony I just shared, yes. Remember you also spoke to the couple on my behalf.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It gets me so excited to hear that what we told them is coming to pass. And that's a message to everyone. Immeri has got products that is simply inexplainable, and trying to explain them would be a waste of time. That is why I am so glad that we are talking about how you, yes, you can make millions with this AAA business plan. And I'm so glad that I'm a part of it. Let me not talk much today. Let me just let Barrister Nella to just continue umpiring excellently as she is already doing, so that we can have Dr. Nono come in and tell us how we are going to make millions. Trust me, I have seen some things and I can say it straight. Poverty is something I don't ever want in my life. So bring those millions on, because I need it. Poverty is a disease. I don't even wish it for my enemy. So guys, let's get it on. Let's see how those millions are going to come. Barrister Nella, thank you very much. You are an amazing co-host, and trust me, I truly do love you. Let's get the meeting on. God bless you.
Thank you, Ambassador Vitus. Of course, we are happy that you're still part of the meeting tonight. And we're not wasting much time. Dr. Nono is already in the house and she's geared up and ready to roll. Now, for everyone on the call, you might want to ask, who is truly Barrister Nono? Look, this woman, I met her 2 years ago in Lagos, and of course, again, when she came for an Immeri event in Abuja with her husband and her lovely children. When you say a woman is passionate about what she does, Barrister Nono is a pointer. When you say somebody is consistent, Barrister Nono is a pointer. When you say somebody is selfless, I say Barrister Nono, but pardon me, Dr. Nono, I'm calling you Barrister Nono now. Dr. Nono is another pointer. Look, this woman is so full of positive vibes. She is selfless. She doesn't want to know whether you belong to her team, or they call it crew, or they call it tribe. She just will embrace you wholeheartedly if you are in Immeri and happen to have her contact and call her up for anything. And the first time I called Dr. Nono to help me speak to a group of people who were in Sierra Leone, she hadn't met me then. And I just picked up my phone and chatted her and said, Doc, I'm trying to speak to some doctors and pharmacies in Sierra Leone. I would love for you to please come on the Zoom call with me and share the medical side of our product. And she did it gladly, happily, having not met me at the time. I tell you the truth, wonderful woman. Dr. Nono, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you to your amazing husband for always giving you a shoulder to climb on and all the support you need. Thank you to all your lovely children. Tonight is your show, ma. I'm not going to restrict you to any part of the Immeri business or product. I just want you to take the floor. Let every single one on this call tonight have reason to sign up for Immeri opportunity. And even if they have signed up, let them have another reason to stay committed or even open a second or third or fourth account. Dr. Nono Ojimaduba, the floor is yours, ma'am. Let's hear about your testimonies because I know you have 1,001 of them before you take us on the journey of the compensation plan, ma'am. Let's hear about you, ma'am. Welcome on board.
Thank you. Good evening.
Dr. Nono.
Good evening, everyone. Baristanella. I just remembered that. I remember that Zoom. I remember that Zoom. I was like, wow, see medicals everywhere. Oh my goodness, this lady's on fire. Oh, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be on this call today. How did you know that one of the things I had in mind was to just let people know that whether this is you being a prospect or you being a team member, there is always something to gain on these Zoom meetings. It would always come with something new, something different to, just jolt you out of a comfort zone that you have kept yourself in. In church today, that's what the topic was. Yes, as in, I was just amazed. Yes, to whatever the opportunity is. Yes, to doing more. Yes, to exploring, because it's doing things you never thought you could, because you will be so amazed the potentials that you have. Today, you're going to be saying yes to something. Every one of us. Yes to, getting started on an opportunity that, people are super excited about. For you, it might be saying yes to trying the product, because this last few weeks, I've sampled quite a lot of virgin. And it's so funny that people see the value and they're still skeptical. People are so used to not trying things. People are so used to staying in just one place. Okay, so if you are even the type that explores, congratulations. That's a big characteristic that will get you somewhere in life. So today it might be yes to trying the product someone has given you for free all along. Today may be yes to, calling that team member again and asking them to look into this one. It might be yes to, take one or two more accounts for a family. I'm talking about the I was just enumerating what I did. If he was in NYC, so that's what my husband made. Ivan told him about the connection with testosterone. So as men are aging, the sex hormone goes down, and then there's always a need to boost it back up, at least if not for sexual purposes. So Prevent got a bottle of that. So yesterday, yes, if I'm not mistaken, he was asking for another box. He was like, he really needs that bottle, even if he has to pay it in 5 installments. You can imagine. So yes, the money may not easily be there, but he has really seen the value. And men, they don't easily share their testimony. There may be some amazing things that the early heart is doing, but for the fact that he really wants to get more of it, that shows that it's amazing. We were in church today with Dr. Quadri, who happens to be another very big participant of our business. Dr. Quadri has been honestly enjoying the Advil for 3 years. Honestly enjoying the Advil. She's asthmatic, and one of the reasons she was on the Advil was to reduce the number of crises, and that has reduced it significantly. But that's not the only thing. She noticed, she was even saying it today, that the abdominal girth, that the tummy size has gone down. And if you look at her pictures, you can see the shape really coming out because of the Advil. Femtima came in because she has gotten to menopause and she's been having some of those hot flushes. When Femtima came in, the combination of Advil and Femtima just did it for her. In fact, the trim just been priceless. The period just rushed to go get her own. I had sampled Virgin to her. And funny enough, I didn't really plan to give her. I gave somebody else a box. And because I saw her watching me give that lady a box, I now told her, Sister Faith, I have something for you. I gave her 2 sticks. Now, the person I gave a box to has not used it, but this lady I gave 2 sticks to, she said, wow, that if she gets any more Virgin, only God knows what will happen to her. That her husband that always used to say, sex once a month, they've just been having back to back the last few days, and today when I went for her party as we were leaving, she told me that she has even given one to her sister who has fibroid issue, and she's just telling her, try it, and she also gave my phone number. Now, if you are seeing what I'm seeing, you will see that the products on their own will continue to generate business for you. You just have to always keep an open mind about sharing it out. So we're going to talk about the Virgin, okay? Don't get a journey you decide to take, or if you decided before and somehow backslid, just like evangelism, it's a journey you're going to make a decision today. Yes, you're going to make that decision because what waits for you are the other financially, health-wise, relevant. Just imagine solving people's problems. Sanella was just sharing this about a couple getting pregnant. You become the pregnancy master, right? And then whoever is having such a problem will want to connect with you. They will send people to you. Or as well, they will send people. Everybody around me knows now. If there's a tummy issue, come to Dr. Nono. There's Advil. Everybody knows there's Virgin. You have. The first problem is people should even know that you have something, because competition is to you will have problems and go out. So why am I lacking? Why are things not moving in my opportunity? I haven't seen the opportunity. Okay, so let's talk about this Virgin real quickly. We've already alluded to it so much. It's our refreshing intimate gel. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a woman on this call and you have not used Virgin, whether you're a business partner or not, you have not used Virgin. You are wrong. At least you will try a stick of Virgin first. And then we started the business. It was really sketch of the opportunity at different times in their lives. You may meet it when there's so much money, or you may meet it when you have little or nothing. And that first package, you may not use the product, but you have to try, because there is something about what you have used. So that's why I said, even if it's one stick, you will use one stick. After that, as your business grows and you can actually afford to treat yourself to, in fact, using a stick a week, or is it the Advil? Okay, Advil, I mean, it's significantly high, and you just started on a lower package. It doesn't matter. You find yourself, you use 1, 2, 3 from the profit of the product, which we will talk about. You can take some out there, use it. Talking about using it, I just remember something. I remember a team member who got some products, and then he's in Abuja, and he's claiming, I know that you are only busy for the things that matter to you. And at a point, he just chatted me after a couple of months, and he said, Doctor, I have 4 boxes of Virgin, 1 V-Tide, 2 Advil. I said, congratulations. And he's like, I need to move them, because whether you were thinking they are going to soon expire. I said, you know what, sir? I have my product to move. Everybody has their product to move. It's a business. If you're not moving products, then you're not in business. I suggest, let's see if anything can happen. But worst case scenario, you may need to start using your product. So after about 3 weeks, someone was asking for Visite. And I now chatted him, so do you still have that Visite? And he said, I don't have it. I opened it and started using it. I said, thank God. Maybe I'll reach out to you next 1 month and you have decided to open your advert too. And maybe you decided to give your wife virgin to use, you know. So there must be that period where you will enjoy the product for yourself. So I'm talking to, you know, distributors in a way. This virgin that we're talking about is for every woman, reproductive age and above. Even when you're not in the reproductive age, young children having itching from school and all of that, they can enjoy the virgin when they're having all those challenges. You can just apply it around that perineal area, around that intimate area, and boom, all of that itching disappears. Okay. For us women, the whole idea is that we're trying to balance the internal area. So as we make up facially and as we invest in our clothes, and people are investing heavily in their clothes and in their hair and in their bags and shoes, we must also invest in that is specifically for us, which is the vaginal area, uterus, fallopian tubes, and of course the ovaries. Nothing else is able to take care of all of that track. If vaccine will make sure the good bacteria is feeding well and protecting us, that will make nice, and we sure that we are in the mood when we are supposed to be. Yes, the new habit.
I think Dr. Nono had some challenges, is having some challenges with her audio, and she's going to join us in a few minutes. So let's just be patient with her. But one thing I can assure everybody is that you can never, you know, over talk about a product as virgin. You know, when it comes to making millions with Immeri International. I remembered a friend of mine who is a manager in the business in oh, she's okay, she's trying to come back. Dr. Nono, your volume, your audio is a bit cranky. Okay, let's just get on. What I'm talking about, a friend in Tanzania who is a member. Hello? Hello, Dr. Nono. All right, so as I was saying, she will still try to get back on. We are talking about how to make millions with our AAA business plan. And then what we're trying to do, like somebody said she didn't understand, we're trying to look at areas that we could use to be able to make money in Immeri, because I believe that we've got a lot of money in our business that many of us still do not know about. And I was telling us a story of a friend in Tanzania who sells only virgin. She doesn't sell any other product. And she is able to do virgin alone. And today she is a manager in the business. That is the kind of money that virgin refreshing intimate gel has got. So what am I saying today? I am telling you that when you are able to understand our product, you will be able to know that there is so much money in the business. I was telling somebody that, look at a situation right now where Barrister Nella told us a story of this very couple. I remember them very well. I remember them very, very well. And to hear today that that woman is pregnant means a lot to me. What am I saying? Again, we also have so many. Now, the issue is this. Can you imagine this woman that has gotten pregnant now? Do you know that she will never stop talking about this product called Virgin? And if she comes into the business, can you imagine the type of money she is actually going to be making? That is the kind of product that we are talking about. When you understand your product, it will put a lot of money in your pocket. So I believe that is one of the things that Dr. Nono has come up here to talk to us about today. I'm just waiting for her to come back on, then she will continue from there. So Virgin, every of our products are simply amazing. All you need to do, okay, yes, Dr. Nono, you will come on now. All you need to do is to discover them. And when you discover them, they will bring you to a point of recovery. So that's basically what we want everybody to know. Every time it's not about board. Yes, there's money in the board, but we have also come to understand that majority of the money we have in Immeri are in the products. So today, Dr. Nono is looking at Virgin Refreshing Intimate Gel as a case in point. And I know that she's going to tell us where the millions in that very product is. So Dr. Nono, if you're ready, take it away from here.
Thank you very much, sir. Network threw me out. I came in again, but I guess nobody still could hear me. I have to go out and come back in. A break in transmission. I know I've said quite a number of things. So basically, if we look at business, the number one thing that we almost, when you want to do a market survey, so you want to start a business, you're going to check, what do I want to provide to people? What is the problem that I want to solve? Because no matter what happens, no matter whether the season is good or bad, the thing you want to trade on must be of importance. Must be of importance. The second thing you'd want to look at is the location. Basically, not only for convenience of people coming to get from you, but the prevalence of that disease you're trying to solve. So you can't be in America and want to make money from anti-malarial, no, because malaria isn't their thing, okay? And so, or be abroad and you know, as an ONG, you're focusing on fibroids. No, fibroids is still an African woman's disease. So likewise, when we look at it, what are we trying to solve? There is infertility. That has gotten so high, so high. There is lack of, I don't want to say love, but lack of intimacy in a lot of marriages. You would wonder why there's a high rate of divorce. There will be many issues, but if you look at the root cause of the issue, if it's not finances, it's intimacy, because every other thing wraps around these two things, and they could be solved once intimacy is fine. So we look at infertility, we look at intimacy issues. Of course, there are a lot of other things, but if you take this particular cases now, one of the next things you want to look at, if we're talking about infertility, What are the major causes of infertility? Infections is definitely one of them. Hormonal imbalance is definitely one of them. And even for the men too, hormonal imbalance, low sperm count, and all of them. Now, our company, Immeri, has done a survey, and we found out that out of 202 million Nigerians, about 1/3 of them that are women have this vaginal infection. About 40 million of us have this bacterial infection. Looking away from that number does us no good at all. So I hear Madam Haiti, she's talking about coffee. We love coffee so much. We drink coffee. You see again that the season now over there is really helping out with us moving our coffee. But there are some things that in and out of season continue to happen. Bacterial vaginismus is very short. It can pick up infections anywhere, anytime. Even our monthly bleeding that we must have avenues to grow bacteria and can always change our pH in this infection. So again, that is a big problem that we are out to solve. So what is the product? The product here is Virgin. The product here is a healthier lifestyle for the woman, because in solving our problems, we can help others solve theirs. Yes, there's something about us and how we are designed to help, to always be of help anywhere we are. And so once we solve our own issues that make us uncomfortable, make us depressed, make us lose our self-esteem, once we solve these issues, oh, we are all available to help others solve their problems. That is why the Virgin continues and will continue to generate a lot of revenue. How much? The last we had a account to us, Immeri had sold Virgin over 4 billion naira. 4 billion naira. And this mostly even happened during the lockdown. So someone shouldn't even be thinking, it's because of a particular time or not because of a particular time. Again, remember I said we have to be relevant at all seasons. So this product is tested and trusted. And if you want to look at it, just traditional business, being able to have a product that works and being able to have a profit margin on it, and knowing that people will begin to refer other people to you simply because of that product, I don't see any reason why we cannot go all out every day, every year, branding our Virgin products. Yes, there was a Sunday, 2 Sundays ago, we had a women's program in the evening. I think I gave out more than 30 sticks of Virgin. Yes. Of course, numbers will always come into it. Some may drop it because they're not sure what it is. Some may, get the information of what it is and may be skeptical about inserting. Some may eventually use and not tell you how it was. Some may use and give you their feedback. So if we reduce the numbers of the 30 people who use it to about 5 who would say they love it, 5 is still a very big number, because the 5 can easily and happily tell others that this was what they used and this is what it was for. And in fact, 1 or 2 of them would say, can I now buy? Can I now buy? And once you enter into, can I now buy? I've got customer who can be buying regularly. So that product natural, every natural. The vitamin E is natural, seaweed extract is natural, the 100% natural essential oil that because lubricate in terms of when you use it, or the lubrication that happens at that first time. Some men don't particularly from the vagina the first time. Some do, but some may not. But the moisture that comes naturally from the vagina is the real, the hyaluronic acid that brings the elasticity back to the vagina. You know, talking about the peptides that help fight the bad bacteria, the sugar that feeds the good bacteria. It is a total package. Not only here in Nigeria, not only in Africa, in the world over, everybody is talking about vagin. And if you blink, more people will be talking about vagin and you will be left out. Have you imagined being in the right place at the right time and you not taking advantage of it? When next do you think the stars will align as they did the last time you had or saw the opportunity? When next do you think that everything will be perfect enough like it is now for you to start the opportunity? These are questions that we need to ask. Do you also remember that not all opportunities can be regained? Yes, some opportunities come just in a flash. This is not one to lose at all. What's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is that you get products and you use them. I mean, when we get to the market, what do? All of us are all preparing for the week ahead. So we definitely bought things with money today. Yes. Some even from the church stuff, we have our customers that were already booking stuff from. Yes, that's the worst case scenario. You buy and you use and you value yourself enough to enjoy whatever it is. But what about the better case scenario where you become of relevance, where people are rallying around you, where you are making profit from it, where you're making business from developing branches? Of course, you know that this business is about branches. People are branches. People are not just, you know, people. A business partner of yours in Lagos here, it's a branch of your business in Lagos. A business partner in UK is a branch of your business in UK. What am I saying? It's an international business and you can be building it from anywhere and to any length. So what about it? Let's get started with all of this. Let's just get our product vagin. If you want to start on vagin, because vagin is a case study today, I can promise you, you can never, you are a testimony yourself. Regularly, every day she shares her testimonies about what vagin had done to her from the time she stopped seeing her period for 2 years to when she regained it because of vagin. And not only that, God gave her a baby girl through the vagin. And now many other people have bought into her story, used vagin, gotten their own babies, and the good news continues to spread. Everywhere she goes, she's talking about this vagin. So if you even have a testimony, it might not be such a very big testimony. It might just be some infection that has been disturbing you for years was cleared out because of vagin. Some discharge that has been so foul smelling that even your husband is complaining has been cleared with vagin. Oh, I sleep better with vagin. Oh, I feel more moist and I feel more confident. I feel fresher every time I use the vagin. It's all beautiful. Any menopausal lady on this call, or married to any menopausal lady on this call, or live with any menopausal lady on this call, you know, that crankiness and all of that also comes from down there. So those may be the little things you feel, oh, it's not a very big testimony. All the testimonies, all the feedbacks, all the reviews that are positive that you have gotten or people around you have gotten, gather them all, big or small, gather them all. There are some team members I have to, you know, reach out, prod them and say, I know vagin was part of your package. Have you used it? Yes, tell me. Especially for those that it seems like they're not really moving their business. It's because they haven't put value to what they have enjoyed. I have to ask, how was it? Tell me, how was the vagin? Oh, it was lovely. Oh, fantastic. Can you send a voice note to that regard? And then they will send or write up and I say, now, you see this write up? You see this voice note? Can you do a broadcast list and post it out to all your friends, all your contacts? and see what happens. And truth to God, it begins to yield traffic. It may not give you immediate sales, but it begins to have people begin to ask you questions. There'll be traffic. Can I have some? Okay, can you? Then you get into the negotiating part, into the business part. But now you have put the word out there. Until you put the word out there, until you have personally experienced, or your sister has personally experienced, or a best friend or someone that you ordinarily would be afraid to share it with, when these people begin to have all this, gather them all, and begin to share them. So, I mean, if we want to talk about product, we can go on and on and on. But that now leads us to this, all right? Like I said, when you're starting a business, the product has to be right. The relevance and prevalence of the disease you're sorting out, or the help you're rendering has to be significant. Okay, so we've sorted out that I mean, Virgin is the product. Virgin is relevant at all times. The next question is, I mean, the company that is producing this, what do they have for me? Right? What do they have for me? Because I can just use bandit, right? Just use, please, just use. So I think you can help me go to the compensation plan, or if it's by Sanela who is sharing, please help me go to the compensation plan so that we can, just highlight some of these things. I can promise you one thing. This compensation plan gets and bigger every day. Every day you look at people. My side is saying that always ready to help people and all. Because I just want all of us to get there. Where we're heading to is mind-blowing. Imagine you
I think she got knocked out again. I'm just going to, continue from here. She's talking about the compensation plan being simply mind-blowing. And yes, it is mind-blowing in the sense that when you come into the business, by the way, I hope I'm being heard by everyone. I'll just continue. She will continue when she comes.
Immeri, yes, we can hear you, Ambassador.
Yes, Immeri is a business that does not have any, I mean, no compulsory monthly maintenance. And when you look at what we give out as in payout, it is absolutely lucrative. And it's also a business that gives back to you in 12 amazing ways, starting down from the sponsors bonus to jumpstart bonus. We've got what we call the team bonus. We have the elite bonus, promotion bonus, leadership bonus, and then director development bonus. It keeps going.
Ambassador, I think Dr. Nono is back, Ambassador. Maybe you want to call her back up. Thank you.
Okay. We have the travel incentive, the car reward, and the house reward. So all these rewards are just super, super, super amazing. But Dr. Nono is back. I think she will just continue from here. Dr. Nono.
Thank you, Dr. King. Apologies once again. Sundays seem to be the worst days for me in terms of network. I don't know why. So yes, we have some things that mentioned and Elaine. This morning to 31%. I'll give you an example. Start, show me next slide. Let's talk about that example. Virgin. In your first package, you'll be getting Virgin for about 13,000. So I hope I don't make a mistake. So okay, let's talk about it in dollars. All right, sure. So you'll be getting that Virgin at about $37.63, and we're retailing at $54.74. So of course, when you are done selling 23 boxes, so we're just giving an example, you come in with what we call the agency package, and you having 23 boxes of Virgin. And always make
Dr. Nono, your internet is still very, very cranky right now, and we're hardly hearing what you're saying.
Yeah, Ambassador, I think you should continue, sir. I think you should take over. I'll tell her. It's really cranky.
Okay. So what we are simply saying is that when you come into Immeri with $875, that is the agency package, and you choose to use Virgin as your case in point, you're going to be getting 23 boxes at the price of $37.63 US cents each. And the retail price of Virgin is $54.74. When you are done selling and subtract, you would have made the sum of 1,259 US dollars. When you subtract your 875 US dollars, you would have made a first time profit of $384.02. And because it is the agency package, the company now decides to give you a 30% discount when you decide to make a repurchase. So when you are spending the same amount of money, and instead of getting 33, instead of getting 23 boxes of Virgin, the company gives you the sum of 33 this time around. That is giving you extra 3, so your price, the price you're spending to get it drops down to $26.34, and the selling price has not changed. Isn't that amazing? Then after that, you're talking about that 33. When you're done with it, you would have made the sum of 1,806 US dollars 42 cents. And of course, when you do your subtraction, you would have made the profit of 1,806. You would have made the profit of 931 US dollars. Now, remember that what you spent is 875. So actually, when you decide to do a repurchase, you would have made more than double of what you invested. Now, Immeri is a company that I said believes in giving you what we call the sponsors bonus. In other companies, we'll call them the affiliate bonus. In some other place, they call it the fast track bonus. And this comes in 3 different categories depending on the package that you come in with. We have a new package on the block called the startup package, where if you come into the package and you bring in somebody, you are sure of getting 10% of whatever they invested in the business. And of course, if you come in with the classic package, which is our entrepreneurial package, you are sure of getting something to the second level. The first one is the sum of 10, you have 10% of whatever they come in with. And if the person goes out of their way and there's a second person joining under that structure, whether they are directly coming from you or not, the company will give you another 5%. But there is always expertise in everything we do, because when you come in with the agency package, you are sure of making whatever profit you're making to the third generation. Yes, you heard me right. To the third generation, 10% on the first generation, 5% on the second generation, and another 5% on the third generation. That is what Immeri brings to the fore. And also, let's talk about the Jumpstart bonus, which is one bonus that makes me get so excited. It's a bonus that the company decided to put in to make you always understand that your first 30 days in the business is very crucial. What it means is that if you look at your first 30 days, immediately you come in, make sure that you're able to get 3 people joining your structure in the first 30 days in any capacity. Because when they join you, the company says, okay, we're supposed to have given you the sponsors bonus, but we're going to add an extra 10% on it. So that is just amazing. It's just, you know, this is just big. And remember, it's a 30 days thing. It's a 30 days, not a month thing, because some months end in 28, some months have 29, and some months have 30, and some have 31. So whatever you're going to do here has to be in 30 days, and on the 31st day, you are paid. Let me give you an example of what we're talking about here. If you look at the board, U is the one on top. And within you see the U registered A, B, C, D, E. But the system, as it is done, decided to do a calculation and found out that he or she was able to actually bring in A, B, C, D within a 30-day period. And because of that, if you look at what is on the ground, the U in that place qualifies to be able to get the sponsors bonus for all the 5. But because the E did not come in on a 30-day period, you know what, instead of getting the bonus twice on 5 of them, he got 5 on the sponsors bonus. Then on the Jumpstart bonus, he got only 4. So what are we talking about here? It's one amazing business bonus that can help us keep money coming in our pocket. I have earned it, and I know exactly what I am talking about. So in this kind of, when you do it well, you can be making as much as $253 US, or even more every month. Can you imagine what that will do for you? And then let's keep moving on with this, getting into the synergistic board breaking plan, or what I call the synergistic business plan. What is it all about? Before we get into what it's all about, I want you to understand the word synergy. That is one thing that the world of today are losing out of. We don't synergize anymore. We look for cronies to be able to help because we believe they're going to help us. But Immeri says, no, let us not do that. Let us rather synergize. Let us combine the forces we have. Let us combine our weaknesses. Let us combine our strength. Let us combine our opportunities. Let us combine our inability and be able to mix it up properly so that everyone becomes a winner. That's why we call Immeri a company where everybody is a winner. Now, somebody will say, how does this happen? In Immeri, we do the board system. When you come into the business, you're coming into the business that has got 4 boards, but for the sake of this, we're going to be using the associate package. Every one of them look alike, but one thing I'd like to quickly point out here is that when you come into Immeri, you do not start a board. Yes, you do not start a board. You will always meet 7 people on the board with a leader who is called the elite. So what happens here is that when you come in, you're actually going to come in maybe as David, who is the 8th person here, or you're going to come in as Anne, who is the 9th person, or Gina and Tolu. You know, you're actually going to be coming according to them. But something that happens when you become the 15th person, you become a very important personality. Why? Because you are the one that jettisons the promotion of the leader of the group that we call an elite. So when that elite goes to a higher board, two things always happen. Number one, the board is going to break into two. And once it breaks into two, the system will look back again and check on the board to find out whom out of these people has brought in more people directly into the business. That is why you have some numbers on top, under each one of them. Like Dan, you have 2, Joy, you have 1, Betty, you have 2, Solo, you have nothing, Temi, you have 3, James, you have 0, David 0, and 2, Gina 1, Tolu 0, Ruth 1, Clem 1, Lona and Joyce all have nothing. So what the system does is to pick the one that has got the highest, followership in the business. And once that happens, you find out that the system is going to choose Temi because Temi has got 3 and every other person has got 2, 1 or 0 as the case may be. Now, because we have an issue here, after that, the system will look and find out that we actually got about 3 people, namely Dan and Betty, with the same number of downline. So what does the system do? The system now goes out of its ways to choose. Seniority comes into 4 at that point in time. So the system chooses the one that came into the business first and was able to get to the number 2 to get the higher number. So what does the system do? The system chooses Dan, but the issue is this: if Dan were to have had 1, other people that have got 2 will simply overtake him. So in Immeri, overtaking is allowed. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this so that immediately after this, you go to the person that has introduced you to this very presentation and tell them, I want to start now because I do not want to lose my place. When after this happens, the system will simply divide everyone, that is on the board to form another board of 7 people that has a leader each, and then the board system will start again. Now, let's quickly go in and put money to it because I like putting money when it comes to business. So somebody said once, he said, if it does not bring money, then it is not good enough. Now, for us to do that, we are going to be using associate package to do that. Now, associate package is a package where when you come in and get on the board, you are allowed to stay there for 20 circles. What is 20 circles? 20 circles is simply going round this circle for 20 times, but you don't really have to stay there. But if there's any reason, the business is not going to stop you. But one thing is this: while you're going to do that circling, please make sure you bring in at least 1 person to join you, either directly or from your pre-associate board. But when that does not happen, you can be there for 20 circles. Somebody says you will earn something when you bring anybody. If you don't bring anybody, you will still earn something. The difference is that when you bring in at least 1 person, you will earn money. But when you bring in nobody, you are going to earn nothing. So when you come in with nobody in that place, you're going to be cooling up there until you're able to bring 1 person. And when that happens, immediately that happens, the company gives you the sum of $3.50, which you are entitled to get in 8 places, whether you are the one that brought the people or not. Because immediately you bring in 1 person, you kick in the synergy that we are talking about. And if there's any reason why you were not able to continue, maybe you went out of town and you didn't have internet and so on, you can actually stay on this very board for a total of 20 circles and still make as much as $560. Now, somebody says, what if I bring in 2 people to join me? Then congratulations to you, because the business will increase your $3.50 to $7. That is super amazing. And you can also have that times 8 people. And if there's any reason why you were not able to really work on your board, you're still going to make money as much as $1,120. That's if you stay for 20 circles. But if you go right ahead and bring in 3 or more people, the business is going to give you the sum of $10.50 for each one of them. Then in 1 circle, that will be $84. And if you are there for 20 circles, that will give you $1,680. But guys, there is always much when you become the leader. When you become the leader, this man in green, the company gives you the elite bonus, which is to the tune of $122.50. But because you are on the board again, what now happens is that you also qualify for your team bonus, and that is times 7 people. Why 7 people? Because you would have gotten the 8 people, the 8th one, but the company decides to give you a special package for the 8th one. But first, you have to get your team bonus first time 7 people, which is to the tune of $24.50. When you put all of them together times 7, that will give you the sum of $171.50. Now, that other one that is left in the 15th person, which we call the golden boy or the golden girl or the golden handshake, when that happens, the company increases the price because you are the leader and gives you the sum of $73.50. Now, are you calculating? And when immediately after that, you qualify to be able to have your promotion bonus. And when that happens, that's when the 15th person come, the company gives you a promotion bonus of $122 cents, and immediately that happens, you are ready to go. You will now have all together on this very board the sum of $490. In these days when dollars have become 700 plus, trust me, that is some money for somebody to look forward to. Then you're going to get a promotion to the executive board. Now, I like this board, even though I don't want to stay on this board. I like this board. When you come on this board, the company sees you as a business leader. And because they see you as a business leader, they tell you, look, whether you bring in somebody, immediately you come in, if 8 people comes in, you are entitled to having the sum of $12.25 on each one of them. And when those 8 people come, whether they are coming from you or not, you're going to be making $98. Then after that, the company now expects you to go down to your associate board and help your people to come up, because if you don't bring them up, the money is going to dry. But immediately you bring them up, trust me, the company immediately one joins you, the company will give you the sum of $24.50. And when you times it by 8 people, you will get the sum of $196. If there's any reason why you were not able to keep doing it, the company will give it to you in 10 seconds to the tune of $1,960. Of course, when you look at that in the present rate in Nigeria, you are already a millionaire. Oh, what an amazing way to become a millionaire with Immeri. That's what we're talking about, the AAA business plan. Then after that, when you bring in 2 or more people, you still qualify to get this by 8 people to the tune of $38.75 for each one of them. That will give you $294. And if you stay there for 10 seconds, that will be $2,940. But remember what I told you, it pays to be the leader. It pays to be the leader. I love being leader. I love leading, because when I become the elite of this, the company will give me, yes, the sum of $1,225. I am looking forward to that, because I am on this board, and I can tell you I have so much fire in my system that I want to earn this money as quickly as 2 months ago. Now, after that, you're going to qualify for your team bonus times 7 people, like I told you before, and that will be the sum of $245. And if you calculate it, multiply it by 7, that will be $1,715. Remember our golden boy here who always brings in extra largesse. When that happens, what happens? The company will give you the sum of $735. And immediately after that, the board gets filled up. You qualify for another $1,225 as promotion bonus. So altogether, on the executive board, I expect to earn. If you are on the executive board as well, I expect you to also earn the sum of $4,900 US. Trust me, when you get to that point, there is so much you can do with that. But don't blink an eye, because the money is just about to start rolling. And at this time, I remember the song that says money, 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 because here the money will start to roll. I mean, it's going to roll, because when you get yourself on the manager's board, whether you brought in somebody there or not, the company starts you immediately. Somebody jumps in, whether you are from you or not from you, you get the sum of $122 US 50, and you qualify to get them for one circle, which is times 8, which is 980 US. Then the system will expect you to go back and bring your people. Yes, in Immeri, synergy is super amazing. The company will always expect you to go get somebody. You're not going to leave them there, because if you leave them there, you are going to stay there dry. And immediately you bring them, the company throws in, oh my goodness, the company throws in 10 circles of earning for you. And what do they do? Immediately the first person comes in, the company will give you $245 US. And remember, it is going to be by 8 people. It will be to the tune of $1,960 US. And if you stay there for 10 seconds, that is $19,600 US. Now, are you calculating? Now, here we go. When you bring in 2 or more people, you still qualify to make the sum of $367 US 50 cents times 8 people. And that will give you the sum of $2,940 US. But if you stay for 10 seconds, my, that will bring into your purse the sum of $29,400. But when I come here, I don't want to blink, because there is money somewhere waiting for me. I am talking about when I become the elite, this man in red. When that happens to you, the company is going to give you the elite bonus to the tune of 12,250. I don't know if you are seeing what I am seeing, because this is a mouthful. It's going to make your mouth get opened, because this is MONEY. After that, you qualify for your team bonus times 7 people to the tune of 2,450. My goodness, if you're calculating like me, oh, this is just mind-boggling. And if you multiply it by 7 people, that is 19,150 US. But that is not all. That is not all, because immediately this person comes on, you get an extra largesse of 7,350. And after that, you're ready for your promotion bonus to the tune of 12,250. That makes you shout, wow, because after that, you would have made the sum of 49,000 US. I am saying it. That is big. That is amazing. And whatever happens here has nothing to do with whatever happens here. After that, we'll look at our success path for everyone that has been on the business. If you do it diligently, you do it with the whole of your heart, like I'm doing it right now. I'm pumping my voice because I cannot wait to get up there. I cannot wait, guys. I don't know about you. I have developed a special hatred for poverty. I hate it with the whole of my life. So if you're like me, when you continue to elite your board and get to the manager's board, you would have made nothing less than, oh God, you're not seeing this, nothing less than 54,425 US minimum, and it is guaranteed. What kind of business is this? But that is even not all, because after that, immediately you become an executive, a manager, and director. You qualify for leadership bonus, and every bonus is calculated real time. What is the company saying? If you bring in anybody directly, what is he saying? Right now, I'm an executive. If I bring anyone one of my structure to the executive board, I am entitled to the sum of 122 US dollars when I become a manager, which I'm going to be very soon. Yes, yes, yes. The Bible says, faith collect the things that be not as though they were. I will be a manager soon. When that happens and I help somebody become a manager, I will get the sum of 1,225 US dollars. And when I become a director, oh goodness gracious, the company says you have done well. All you need to do is to bring a director to come and join you there. Then you'll be entitled to the sum of 12,250 US dollars. Now, here is the money, another money maker, super money maker, where the company says, get your products every month, every product you're going to use while you're using it, allow us to give you some largesse. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the repeat purchase bonus as well, which is calculated monthly. When you get into this, the company says, no matter the package you came in with, we are going to give you some money for just buying products for your use. Take, for instance, you're one of those curious people who came in with the startup package, and the company says, all we actually need you to do is to just buy products of 100 points, which is very small. And then after that, you open up the channel for you to make 5% from anything your structure members buy to the second generation. And then after that, if you come in with the classic, where you have already made 10% for registration of your people, the company says, get yourself products worth just about 200 PV at the beginning of every month or at the middle of every month, but just get it. And we are going to open up this repeat sales bonus to you to the 5th generation. And what if you are on the associate board with me? All you need to do is just get 400 PV of products for your own personal use at the end, at the beginning of every month, and the company opens up a 10 generation, yes, 10 generation earning for you. That simply means that if the people under you to the 10th generation buys products that month, the company will calculate 5% from every one of them and give to you. But peradventure, you don't get up to 10%, the company will go down to the 14th generation and compress it just to be able to make sure that you are smiling to the bank. And that money is paid to you on the 5th of every month. I have earned this and I know how sweet it is. Now everyone can travel. The company says when you come in from the very first day that you start buying product, we start reserving 2% of whatever you have bought, 2% of your repeat sales bonus, and we put it aside for you. That is extra. So if you look at the 5% you have gotten, actually what the company is actually giving to you is 7%, but they reserve 2% that is calculated monthly in a 3-year period for you to be able to travel anytime the company is traveling. There are other income streams which comes in when you become a director development bonus. We also have the same rank bonus, and we have other travel incentive, which is 3% for all the directors, from their same rank bonus and their director development bonus, which is also calculated daily, and it's got a 3-year eligibility. So after that, what do we now have? If you are the person that likes to travel like me, all you need to do is just keep building, keep being consistent, keep being proactive. Because when you become an elite manager, when you become an elite manager, the company will take you on a trip worth 1,225 US dollars. But I can tell you that those that have been on this trip says that it is worth more than that, because you travel on business class, because you are a businessman, global executive, you travel on business class. But you can push it further, become a 1-star director, and it moves up to 2,275 US dollars. And after that, they just take it over and start giving you 3% of your travel points from your director development bonus and your same rank bonus. So, but immediately after this are the pictures of some of our brethren who have gone on that trip. And I can tell you this is going to be edited shortly because some people just came back from Dubai and they are not here. After that, you come to the part that I like. I've told people if it is not a Mercedes-Benz, it doesn't work for me, and that's why I am shouting. Hear me, I am literally burning my voice out. I preached in a service this morning very heavily, and here I am talking it loud again that there are 2 car rewards in Immeri. All I need to do, all you need to do is become a director, and you will get the first one to the tune of $17,500 US. And that is just amazing. And that's one car you must buy. You must buy, because no Immeri director will be jumping buses. No Immeri director will be using Uber or Taxify or Bolt. No, you have to get it. But don't worry about it, because when you become a 3-star director, it's going to be increased to $35,000 US, and you can decide, like an Igbo man that I am, to collect your money at that time. So you can see it's just amazing. Just become a director, and that very portion will start. These are the pictures of some of our guys, some of our partners who have already gone into this, starting from the first man who got into it, Pastor Daniel Sekpe, an amazing gentleman, 2-star director in the business. His cousin, Prince Eric Kujo. You know, the cars you're seeing in front of them are the cars that they bought, actually, with the colors. And we have also from Nigeria, because you can say we are not seeing anybody from Nigeria. Don't worry, John Mokoro is there, 2-star director as well. We also have our beautiful lioness of the savannah, Patience Madleon, who also, qualified and got herself a beautiful Mercedes-Benz 4MATIC. I tell you, I like such cars. We have Madam Eunice Akalegbere, amazing woman, a widow, and we have also this amazing lady that I met, also a 1-star director. I met her in Abuja, was it 2 months ago? Last month. It's so amazing to see these people. We have Mr. Foster, the bamboo strategist. And of course, we have the grandfather. We call him the father of Immeri in Africa, Mr. Jonas Vigbedo. Like I said, the car that you see are the cars that Immeri bought for them. And then we have this amazing lady, the wife of the first director in Immeri, who is also a 2-star director, Mrs. Aqua Sekpe. We have another reverend gentleman here, Pastor Cornelius. I'm telling you, Immeri has cut across every religion, every profession, even royalty. We have people who are royal, and what can I say about J Mama of Africa? Amazing woman, very simple. And of course, Mrs. Nkoyo is also there. And we have Mr. Fred Mensah, all the way from Ghana, as well as the one we call the Magic Dela. And of course, the lady who decided not to finish university, who also decided not to know how to drive, but at the age of 24 became a director and got herself a beautiful Toyota Corolla, sports for herself. Listen, anybody can do this. And that's what I keep telling people. You can do it, but that is not all. The greatest icing on this cake, my friend, is the house reward. Yes, house reward. You are going to be rewarded with a penthouse already constructed in the nation of Malaysia to the tune of $300,000 US. Oh my God. And I mean, it's there already built, and it doesn't come alone. It comes with my Malaysia's second home visa, multiple entries, up to 10 years for you and the members of your family. But should you say that you do not want that, the company will give you the sum of 150,000 US dollars to use in building your own house anywhere you want to build them. And somebody says, has anybody won it? Yes, two amazing women had already won it. And so that simply means that it is doable. Now, what am I simply saying? When you come into Immeri, these are the things that you are sure will happen to you. Number one, you're sure of getting real-time bonus payment. You're sure of getting team bonus qualification with only one downline, unlike every other business, some other business where you have to get two people. They'll tell you one on the right, one on the left. Here, you don't do that. There is no monthly volume targets to maintain. There is no flushing of points ever. And also we don't have binary system and no leg balancing, because no matter how you balance the leg, trust me, they will never balance. And no compulsory monthly auto shift. Instead, we'll pay you for even using our product. My goodness, what a business. And training and mentorship programs are always available almost every day. Somebody is doing something is happening somewhere. So that is Immeri for you. And also we have online back office to help you track your business. Yes, that is Immeri. We help you track your business and you earn both direct and indirect bonuses. My goodness, through car reward incentive, you have travel reward incentive, you have house reward incentive, and all our products are registered with NAFDAC and FDA in every country where we have an office. Now, with this said, I want to now ask you on this call, are you ready to own your own life? Are you ready to be your own boss? You're tired of answering yes, ma, yes, ma, yes, ma, yes, Oga, yes, yes. Are you tired of it? Are you ready to control your own destiny? Are you ready to achieve your dreams? Is it achievable? Yes, it is achievable, even in the inflation. That's why Immeri was able to stand the test of time. Are you ready to live an amazing lifestyle? If your answer is yes, I just want to briefly show you how you can make this to happen. You can decide to just come in on a curious note. Yes, you can come in on a curious note and say, well, let me just try out the product and see if what they are saying is really true. Then that will cost you the sum of $87.50, and that will give you a startup package, which gives you one account and 5% lifetime discount. And you can go through a process and move it, upgrade it to another one. Or you can decide to say, no, I'm already an entrepreneur. I don't need to start up with this. I want to dig a little bit deeper, dig deeper, go deeper. You can go deeper and spend the sum of 175 US dollars. Then you would have come in on the classic package, which gives you one account and an amazing 10% lifetime discount. But trust me, sometimes if you want to swim, don't swim shallow, swim real deep. And you can come in with the experts package, which is the associate package, where you spend the sum of 875 US dollars, and you have the agency package, which gives you one account and a whooping 30% discount. Now, whatever package you choose, you are on board for Immeri. Now, I'm going to conclude this by saying, in Immeri, we believe that life is full of opportunities, and many of them are taken, and some of them are not taken. And we believe in letting people know that opportunities are never lost. The ones you decide not to take, somebody is going to take them from you. So as you are hearing today, go back to the person that invited you to this presentation and tell them that you are ready to go. And let us have the rare opportunity in welcoming you to our amazing business and our amazing family of Immeri International. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. This is Immeri, the international product-based company that is built to last. Now, while I hand over to Barrister Nella, if you have any question, please do raise your hand, ask those questions, and we will answer you. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Barrister Nella, over to you.
Wow, 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 wow. Ambassador Triple Dr. Vitus King. Isn't that amazing? I mean, the fire you were pumping out tonight didn't even suggest in the least that you had a long trip back into Lagos today. Thank you so much, Doc. Always doing an amazing job of getting everybody signed up on the Immeri platform, including those of us who are already registered. But I see Dr. Nono is still on the call. In fact, she had come back on, even though, you know, the network had thrown her out. Apologies to everyone for that. Please, she had actually sent in an apology saying the network was really troublesome in her area. So Dr. Nono Ojimaduba, please, ma, if you are still here, would you please unmute, help us to coordinate the question and answer session and possibly wrap up this call tonight. We miss hearing your voice, but I tell you what, ma, we sure are bringing you back to continue to do justice on showing us the millions in Virgin. Dr. Nono, are you there, ma? Hello, I hope she's still there. Our network has taken her away. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying on up till this moment. May you please send in your questions either through the chat column, or you may want to indicate by raising your hand, and I would ask that you unmute. I actually see a hand raised, somebody called Ernest. Ernest, please, if you can hear me, may you unmute and ask.
Yes, Mr. Ernest, you can ask your question.
Any other person with question, you can indicate, or you may want to chat in the column. We are still open to taking your questions. I believe Dr. Nono is still troubled by network, but if she is hearing me, Dr. Nono, we would still appreciate that you do a wrap for us tonight. Question time, partners, question time, guests. Please feel free to ask any question whatsoever, bordering either on our product or on the business. So Ambassador, you see, it's obvious that you had done a good job. Doesn't look like we have questions. Ernest still has his hands raised. I don't know why he's not speaking or chatting in the chat column. But anyway, while we're doing that, I want to believe that, hello? Okay, I want to believe that today was rewarding. Apologies once again for the network. I tell you the truth, network or no network, IBMC will continue streaming live on this same channel every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Nigerian time. So please be kind enough to inform your friends, your team members, and other partners to come on board 7:30 p.m. next week, Sunday. It promises to be another amazing, amazing time. We don't want to tell you what's going to be up for Sunday, but keep watching the IBMC page, and you can be sure that we will bring you value every single day, every single week. Thank you, Hetty. Yes, IBMC always on point. I appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you for always being on the call too. Dr. Deborah Joshua just raised her hand, or is it her hand? Dr. Deborah, may you unmute and please ask your question, ma'am.
Good evening, Barrister and everyone at home.
Good evening, Dr. Deborah. Nice to see you here tonight.
I must say tonight's presentation is wonderful, just as always. I want to ask if this recording will be available, especially for those who have invited and were thrown out by network, so that we can also share with them this thing over.
Yes, ma'am. We actually were streaming live on Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn as well. But I tell you, the recording will be made available to everyone. So if you're on the IBMC crew page or most of our group pages in Immeri, you will see the recording posted, if not tonight, tomorrow morning. Yes, it will be available. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ernest is actually typing his question. Says, good evening, everyone. Please, I'm new here and was invited by Glorious by Glorious Kelechi. I really want to know the difference between business and using products. Okay, Ernest, thank you for this question. I believe you probably came in on the call midway. Basically, or in summary, Immeri is a product-based health and wellness company that has in its stock an amazing array of products that goes to save lives. I mean, ranging from coffees to female intimate care to male care as well. These products will help anyone that comes in contact with them live an amazing life. Not to talk about our Adwell, which is our enzymatic drink that works on your digestive tract. We call it the Amazing Gut Cleanser. Okay, so if you choose to join our business, and of course, I know Madam Glorious Kelechi very well, and I know she would school you a lot more if you also go back to her. If you use our products, you are actually positioned to make money in two ways, all right? Make money either by retailing the products to other friends and family members, and also make money when you choose to build a team. That is, you sign up and become a partner with our international company. And by the way, Immeri is not only in Nigeria, okay? This is a global business that you can do from your phone, from your laptop, any part of the world where you are, Ernest. All right, so you choose to sign up and become a partner with Immeri, definitely Glorious will guide you, okay? And you begin to tell your friends. Now, Ernest, let me tell you the truth. I believe you're a man. Every week, more or less, every Nigerian man goes to have a haircut, isn't it? So let me just bring it down to the basics. So you go have a haircut and you meet this amazing barber that cuts your hair the way you like it, pampers your head well, and you leave there and here you go telling your friends, oh, you know what? You need to check out Baba X. His services are amazing. Your friends begin to patronize Baba X, but what does Baba X do? Sometimes he wouldn't even know that you referred those friends to him and you don't get paid for doing that, all right? You go back to Baba X and he keeps charging you the regular amount you pay. But here at Immeri says, come join our team, our global family. And the moment you refer a friend or two, you get paid either a 10%, a 5%, excuse me, as the case may be. So that is what we mean by products and business. I hope that satisfies you, Ernest. But like I said, more clarification will be given to you by Glorious Kelechi. And of course, the recording of this business meeting tonight will also be shared. So you can listen to it and watch it all over again. Thank you, Ernest. Okay, Dr. Nono says she's back on using her husband's phone. Thank you, Ernest. Say thank you for your explanation. I'm glad that that made sense to you. And I'm so looking forward to welcoming you into the Immeri family. Trust me, Ernest, you will not regret it. But my advice, don't delay, don't stall. Make that decision and make it now. Dr. Nono.
Good evening, everyone. Honestly, I'm more frustrated than everybody here about my network. This is the thing I wanted to ask everyone. You've heard from Dr. King, you've heard from Barrister Nella, you've heard from myself and one or two other people that spoke in the beginning. What I want to ask you now on the call, and thankfully I've gotten a screenshot of everybody who is on this call because we are going to be your accountability partners for this, myself, Barrister, and Dr. King. I want to know, what is the first thing that comes to your head right now that you want to do? Prospect, team member, you have listened. To make value out of this 1 hour and so that you have been on this call consistently through, what is the thing, the very thing that is in your mind right now to do? You can put it on the chat box. We want to see that. Okay, because that is kind of like an immediate feedback, and not really just about a feedback, but something you would put out into the universe and begin to work on immediately. So, Mr. Ernest, thank you for the questions. What now comes to mind immediately? Barrister Nella has told you, do not stall. But this is the question. I want you can put it down in the chat box. What is that exact thing you want to do? this night or first thing tomorrow morning. Bolaji Akirele, we're asking you the same question so that it was not going to end up a one-way discussion. This is, we have given you all that there is to know. What exactly do you want to do? Comfort, what exactly do you want to do right now? DCM Hossaina, what do you want to do? Dr. Debbie in Abuja, what exactly have you decided this night to start doing? Okay, Mrs. Fatokun, Manager Heti, Mary Pius, Olushola, I know you are working, but what's that new thing that comes to your mind this night that you want to begin to do? And Shola as well, I don't know if it's the same account, you are using two of them for the Zoom, but if there are different people who want to know before we wrap up this call, from all that you have heard, all that has been said, what comes to you at this very moment that you want to start doing so that it will be on record, the evidence that this is exactly what you want to get on with. So it's not just all talk, but action and waiting. Okay, Olushola says, I'm not going to stop looking for people who need Immeri products. Right. Fantastic. It's just like sugar to ants. Of course, you don't need to sell ants to them. They would come naturally to you. Okay, Parisanella, you too. Okay. You want to broaden your scope of influence. Fantastic. What comes to me is that I want to just keep having people understand better and better and better to the nitty-gritty of every information that has to do with the products, because the more informed people are, the more they take better decisions. Let's see, people, I want you to tell me what comes to you to start doing. Once you type it out here, between you and yourself, you have to begin to work on it. All right. Great. Madam Haiti, sell 5 products this week. Get 2 presentations this week. Fantastic. Please get on with it. And it would increase to 10 products in a week, to 30 products in a week. Before you know it, you're dealing with 100 products in a week. Same with the presentations. Fantastic. Bolaji Akerele said, I just got the invite. Okay, let's see what the replay. Fine, that's a decision. Dr. Bolaji, well done. That's a decision to take, which is to rewatch. So we are waiting on you to rewatch. And somebody's going to get back to you and ask you, have you? Okay. So it's not just going to be a talk. You actually have to rewatch and make a decision. Dr. King, fantastic. Want to continue to be the link between people and Immeri, and that's just it. That we can't ask for more. People say focus on what you can control and leave what you cannot control. What we can control is our own selves, what we will do, what we will keep talking about and saying. What we can't control is what people do with the information, but at least the part we can control, let's keep doing that. Okay, Mr. Hossaini says mass mobilization. Fantastic. Of fellow retirees. Oh my God. You need to meet you personally to come on board Immeri for easy self-financing. I'm glad you saw that this is something that you have been called to do, and I wish you all the grace to do it, all right, and do it quick, because guess what? Somebody else in your circle of influence is being exposed about Immeri at this very moment, and do not let that person take that opportunity ahead of you. All right, must come forward from Abuja, though in Lagos now. I'm going to keep speaking Immeri to everyone and spread my base to new prospects. All right, well done. 1 or 2 people haven't spoken, but in fact, even being part of an activity does matter. So this is it. We've asked, okay, share, open it up, let us know. All right, you can be part of it. Never think that it's not you. It's you. If it's not you, then who? There's nobody else to get that job done but you. I thank you for giving all your feedbacks. Like I said, it's all noted. We are with you on this journey. Be sure of that. The support system is there to learn, understand, and expose. And I wish us all the very best in our targets for our business. Thank you so very much, and have a beautiful week ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Nono. Amazing wrap up there. And yes, she was right in saying we will become your accountability partners. So please be sure to follow through with the decision that you have made tonight. Ernest, I sincerely cannot wait to have Kelechi formally welcome you into the Immeri fold. And for everybody else who is a guest on this call tonight, truly, 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 you won't regret it. Come December 2022, if you choose to sign up for this business opportunity this week, come December 2022, you will go back to the person that introduced it to you and really say a huge, huge thank you. And trust me, your Christmas celebration, end of year celebration will be different from what you had last year. So without wasting much ado, I want to say thank you to everyone who has stayed on the call up until now, regardless of all the hitches with network and all. We appreciate you. Ibmc will not be here without every single one of you. But please do me a favor. Make sure you come with 3 people next week, Sunday. Don't come alone. And especially for those who are already Immeri partners, believe you me, if you continue to show up for Zoom meetings without having your prospects or friends on the call, you're not doing yourself any good. You know, they say, allow other people to be the ones to prospect for you. A prophet, they say, is not respected in his homeland. You know that. So they are tired of hearing you talk to them about this business opportunity. They are not yielding. Allow somebody else do it. That is what we call third-party credibility. When they come on board this call, they see the array of people who are on the call, they will sign up. It's guaranteed. It's been tested. It's been trusted. So thank you, everyone. We wish you an amazing, amazing week out there. Make sure you continue to be positive in everything that you do. Don't look at what the situation is in Nigeria or wherever you are. Just tell yourself that you are a winner always. May God bless you all. Thank you. See you next week. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Nono. It was amazing having you. Thank you so much, everyone. Dr. King Vitus, over to you. I know the tribe members will wait behind. Yes, I see that, Dr. Nono. I'm a winner. Yes, we are winners. Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much. And if you are in the Lagos area, please look out on the various chat groups. I will be in Alagbado on Saturday. We are going to be having wealth explosion with the Immeri business plan. You cannot miss that. And on Sunday the 21st, I am going to be at Ikorodu. So if you are in any of those locations, please look out for those flyers and be my guest. I will be glad to have you there. Now, if you're a member, some of the crew members, please do wait behind. But if you are not, we just want to pray. So if you want to join us, yes, we are doing wealth explosion. It's time to explode. Like I told you, Dr. Nono, I am very, very angry in my spirit. There are some things I see and they get me upset. I am very, very upset with what poverty is doing to the nation called Nigeria. And because I have this business, I want everybody to know about it. So I am going to be doing 2 amazing presentations back to back in 2 awesome days, enlightening people about what Immeri can do for them, exactly how to make millions with our business plan. So join me on Saturday in Alagbado and on Sunday in the city of Ikorodu. I just came back from Ogun State actually, but I thank every one of you for joining us today. Bye and God bless you.